Okay. Welcome back to the Saga of Tanya the Eagle. Anime review, episode number 6. Now, you're probably thinking, like, wow, it's been a long time since anime review for this series. Excuse me. Well, there was a very good reason. Wasn't much to review. You're probably thinking, okay, why didn't you just review the light novels? I just regularly read them. I don't want to review them. They're good books. But this one I'm discussing. Now, there's some really big that just happened just today. Okay, we had the release of an OVA. I just finished watching it. It's called Operation Desert Pasta, which I think is such a hilarious title. Okay. Thing starts off with one of the colonels from the series, who is actually a bit of a slightly higher rank than Tanya herself. I'm trying to remember the guy's name here. Sorry, I'm looking up the guy's name. Let's see. His name is Eric von Largen. Yeah, he shows up with one of the other generals, or one of the other colonels in the series. And pretty much with him, he just and what are they doing? They're basically sitting at HQ and eating pasta. No, I'm not kidding about that. That's seriously what they did. Yeah. They decided to eat pasta. Apparently the pasta is not very good because just what they're eating looks like plain ziti pasta. How do I know it's ziti pasta? Because I've eaten the stuff. That's how. Basically, ziti pasta, if you've never seen what ziti pasta looks like, of course, everybody probably has seen it. It's basically a very tube-ish style. It's basically penny. Also, it has another name, penny pasta. And even I probably wouldn't eat this at all. Nope. So then we cut to Tiny in the Desert. Yep. My personal guess is that this particular one does take place just after the events of Season 3. But before the events of the movie. Excuse me. You're probably thinking, how the heck is that possible? Well, they're in the desert. That's where they were at the end of the season. So that's my personal guess where the heck that this movie is taking place. It's an original one. Don't think it's from the actual book itself, but it probably takes place between books 3 and 4. Or it probably takes place during a period of time when they're in the desert. So they decide, after time drinking like a lot of the water, they decided they need to get more water. Well, actually, she runs the water, and she's like really bored, like so hot there because, of course, it's the freaking desert. It's also further as the southern front. And then all of a sudden they get a supply of pasta, which they can't cook it because there's no water. And just by sheer coincidence, there just happens to be a nearby enemy supply camp they can raid. And they do. And they get water, and they cook the pasta, and it's okay. They really miss like spices and sauce and spices. So then, of course, they try to pick a random place to get attacked for their food. And then Tanya, her lieutenant, I almost forgot the woman's name here, Visha, points out a supply dump where you could possibly find some possible supplies. Like, okay, that's a good idea. Right here, here. And then we see one of the generals from the series, the Republic general, who was last seen back in the final episode of the season, leading the Free Republic in Africa, mind you. And he is pretty much upset about the fact that she's pretty much upset the fact that they keep raiding the border, basically taking out all the canned food raids. And like, oh look, here's some oregano, some sauce, tomato paste, wine. And then they have more pasta. And like, so delicious. And like, everyone's boosting morale, get nice good food. And then the thing ends after having the awesome end credit sequence, which has been a while since I've seen this thing, which pretty much, if you've never seen the end sequence for Saga of Tanya, pretty much what they do with this, they take basically images, they take from the actual covers from light novel series, even the covers for the manga volumes, they put in the actual credits. These are gorgeous pictures. I'm so happy they put them here. And I should point out, though, the studio, this is the first thing they've done in 2 years related to, well, this, per se. Mm-hmm. And then the thing ends with the, I keep forgetting the guy's name here. With Ron Rugen, where he decides, yeah, let's send more needles to the front. And that's where the thing ends. Yeah, absolutely fantastic OVA. Now, the announcement. We're getting a season 2. Don't know when it's coming out, but yeah, season 2 is coming. Which, that is quite interesting. I could have sworn it was just like a month ago that we got an announcement for Overlord Season 4 and a movie. I'm like, wow, it seems like shows like Isekai Quartet are getting more stuff. I mean, last year, we got ReZero Season 2, and we had the announcement, I think we just started this year. I think it was late last year, we had the announcement of the Rise and Should Hero Season 2, the release date for that one. Then another thing for a while for shows that were on Isekai Quartet. And then we have Overlord, which I was so happy when I heard it. I had spoken to, I think it was Kyle Phillips about it. He's very happy about it. Rico, I didn't get a chance to talk to him about it. And I did not get a chance to talk to Chris Guerrero about it. He's, of course, the voice of Ainz. I, of course, am very happy that we're getting another season of the show. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so with these other shows, like this show getting a second season, which I'm very happy with it. As far as I know, season 2 is coming, which they did confirm. I heard this on Crunchyroll, and I heard it on comicbook.com. Which, yeah, 2 very reliable sources right there. I mean, Crunchyroll doesn't lie when it comes to basically stuff like that, because they're an amateur streaming service, and yet their news is pretty accurate from what I can tell. Which means, okay, so we have Rise of Street Hero, ReZero, Overlord, and this series get more stuff, which means that the only ones left that has appeared on this show, one, of course, is Konosuba, and fans have been demanding for, I don't know, about a year or two for another. They demanded for quite a while to get their season. I mean, I have tweeted about it on Twitter that we need season 3. As a matter of fact, one of the people who actually worked in the show, who's going to be working on the Rise of Hero season 2, even he was asked about it. He says, okay, we'll do season 3 if the movie's successful. As far as I've heard, the movie's actually pretty successful. So, just do a season 3 already for Konosuba. It's a great show. There's plenty of books you can adapt from. Of course, also these cautious here as well. Heck, even Jim Marcel would love to see a season 2 for that one. Yep. Yeah. So, oh yeah, they had this wonderful speech, like during it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna call it Operation. Of course, when she comes to the name of the, like, call it Operation Desert Pizza Pasta, where she smiles at it because she's like, oh yeah, that's the name of it. And of course, they all brag about the fact that she treats them like crap, and apparently they're happy with the fact she treats them like crap, which that's a bit of character. Like the fact they actually enjoy being treated like garbage. Okay. Fine, even though she does generally care about her own men. Yep. But oh yeah, the people worked on this season basically working on, well, the next season, which is quite something to say the least. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is something though that finally, first time in a year, I've actually done any review related to Saga of Tanya, and we have this OVA. And it's good. Pure fun. Oh, before I end this, there was a nod to a character who has not appeared in the show, who never appeared in the show, and could appear in the movie, but they cut his scenes. Rommel! Yep, there's a mention of Rommel, which That is so cool because he does physically appear in the novels. He appears in volumes 3 and 4. He appears in the desert scenes toward the end of book 3, and he's seen at the beginning of book 4. And that's it for him. I don't think he appears again after that. It's great to see the guy in the books. I hope, though, when they do next season, please, love of God, actually have the opening episode or two actually adapt his scenes from the actual books, because that'd be great if you started with him, because he was a character that so far he's one of those few who actually does appear in the books who did not make appearance in the anime, and he would be great to see in the anime. I'm sure Monica Rio herself would be very happy to reprise her role as Tanya, which I think she enjoys, and I would love if they actually dubbed this OVA because that is actually really good. Yep. Oh yeah, and since the show came out, I bought the whole season on Blu-ray. Yep, the one season the show had on Blu-ray. Yeah, they didn't have the movie on there, but... And oddly enough for the movie itself, and this is quite strange, like, the movie itself, as far as I can tell, has never been dubbed in English. Nope. Never has. Which, you're probably thinking, really? Yes, really. As far as I know, there's no explained reason for this at all. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of hope at some point they actually do, in fact, dub it in English. I personally have to watch in English because I've only watched it in Japanese. It's an absolute really good movie and keeps a lot of the actual original book in. They cut some stuff here and there, but I know the opening scene was cut out from the book, for the movie, and they cut bits and pieces out from the Moscow sync. But a lot of the movie is pretty spot on from the actual book itself, which of course is really good. Okay, so that's it for Cycle of You. Stay tuned for tomorrow for my reviews for Eden Zero. Combatants Will Be Dispatched, which tomorrow they're releasing 2 episodes tomorrow. Expecting my thoughts on that. My Hero Academia, One Piece, Boruto, of course, review the news chapter of Black Clover. That'll be pretty much it. Basically 6 videos. That's why, yes, it's Father's Day. We'll try to get these videos out as best I can, okay? 6 video. Bye.